Okay, good morning everybody. I'm talking quietly because I don't want to scare people who have the stream on the background and are in the other tab of the browser. But I hope it's okay. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a very long time. Actually, I looked it up and the last stream was exactly 300 days ago. And that's crazy to think about, such a long time. So I forgot how to do all this stuff. So if there will be if something doesn't work, please tell me about that, because I think I will definitely screw something up. Anyway, I was just thinking that the streams on Code Forces is such a great thing, and at the same time, I haven't really seen that many streams lately. So I think there was a stream like 5 days ago on Code Forces, but other than that, I don't really remember any. So I enjoy like just popping out Code Forces randomly and then seeing that there's a stream and maybe watching it for a bit. Yeah, and I would like to encourage everybody to stream. But anyway, so today we're talking about Rust, and as I mentioned in the blog post, I have no experience. So since the 4 days ago, I had a little bit of experience. So I downloaded the compiler and I wrote the Hello World program. So yes, now I have one bit of experience, but other than that, I don't really know anything about Rust. And I think some people just took it too seriously. I was like happy to see the discussion on whether Rust is a good language or not for competitive programming, but I was not saying that it is. I just am curious about it and I have no idea. So I'm not the one who should judge because, as I said, I have no experience. And here I would just like to understand what it is and why some people who are very experienced and may want to compete like for fun or switch into Rust lately. I saw it among my friends on Code Forces. And yeah, so any questions? Competing in Rust. Well, I mean, like, competing in Rust as a proof of concept, what concept? I'm not claiming anything yet, so we will see. Maybe I will, maybe, but is Rust fast? Yes, it is. I don't know if it is as fast as C++ or is there a slight difference or not, but it's definitely like faster than all the stuff like Python, etc. So it's pretty close, should be pretty close. But actually, I participated in one contest like back in November, and it's like the ICPC semifinals, and there the jury actually guaranteed that all problems could be solved even in Python. And this was something I haven't seen a long time, I think, because lately all the problems were like you should super optimize them for C++ and stuff. And that was a very interesting thing. I think there should be more contests that can be solved in Python. Yes, so regarding the pre-written stuff, I don't have any, but there are some generous people here who advised me something, and I think that what we will use is the scanner. So somebody suggested because it's apparently not that easy to read stuff in Rust. So it will take a long time for us to understand how it works. So they said that it's better to just copy it because there is more interesting stuff in Rust to care about. Anyway, also something, waiting. Will you give a... Yes, about the best blog on Codeforces. It's not necessarily the January. It's up until February 15th, I guess. I don't know. You can check out the blog. And I think that right now it's going pretty well. I've received some very interesting submissions. I didn't have yet enough time to read all of them, but I definitely will. And also, something from yesterday, there was somebody who donated $50 more, so we will have not only the first place prize, but also the second place prize. So you can check out the updates in the blog post about that. But let's slowly start our stream. So something else that is important about it is that we are, as you can see in the, I'm not sure how the camera works, somewhere there is the donation line. And if you go to the comments below the stream, you can find a link, and there you can donate some money to this initiative, which is, well, it may look a little bit weird because if you go there, the donations are in Polish, but in the zloty. But it's because this organization is located in Poland, but the people who are in charge there, they are from Ukraine, but they just had to move to Poland, and they are supporting different initiatives inside Ukraine and outside from there. And in the last, months, I've grown really fond of small organizations that can be very specific and direct with what exactly they are doing. So I think it's a very, very good choice. I honestly have some, after almost a year, I have some doubts about the organization that we were donating last year when we had a stream. I think it was still great, but it was just something that I was recommended to use, and throughout the time I realized that it may have not been the best one, but it was still good, I think. And here I think I tried to find a better organization, and I hope that, I don't know what is the realistic amount of money we can get, but I just set up some random number, 4,000 zloty, and I have no idea whether we will be close or not, but I would like to start this process. So let me just go to YouTube. We have our stream. Yes, this is the stream. Whoop. So in the comments, we have the blog post on Codeforces and the donation link. You can go here. Okay. I had some test donations for 16 zloty. You can check out the conversion rate to some other currencies on the internet. And here is the donate button, and you can fill out, and then there are different options like PayPal or credit card. So let me be the first one to start this process. Okay, so I calculated what it should be, and I would like to donate 1,300 złotych. Nation. And I hope I didn't misspell the number of zeros, because otherwise it will be, my financial situation will go down very quickly. Great. So I'm doing it on the other screen, because I don't want to show you my bank information. But I think there should, like, let me do it, and then there should pop out the alert on the stream. Okay, this is a, let me do it. Okay, it's asking me for more information. I will do it a bit later. Sorry for that, because I'm scared that I will show something on the stream. So let's stop there for a bit. Anyway, any further questions in the chat going on? Hope Rust is not as verbose as Java when it comes to getting the inputs. Yeah. So with the inputs, this is a problem indeed. So we will see. I have no idea how. Like, as you can see here in the submission, it's pretty bad. But if you just copy this, after that, it is good enough. So let me switch to. I will use this is from the last stream where there's nothing, so that I can not show anything when I will be donating, because I'm kind of scared that somebody will take my data. So let me see this. Bam. Pum, pum. Okay. Doesn't work. Yeah. Okay, let me try another way. I think it's just a big amount of money, so they are asking me for more information. By sound, that's if you do that, I will be very impressed. Postal. Yeah, I'm sorry that takes so long, but when I was donating the first time, the test donations, it was like a small amount of money, so it was just easy, and it didn't ask me anything. And here it asks for more information. Yes, I confirm. And I think it worked. I hope it worked. I'm not sure whether it worked or not. Okay, yes, it worked. Awesome. So now we can finish this small part and continue the stream in a normal way. Any good Algo University in Sweden? Interesting. What do you mean by Algo University? Like the university where you can participate in ICPC, or what? You can just look at the NWork results from like maybe last year's, and then check out the Swedish universities that were participating. So for example, the KTH, or how is it called? I'm not sure. I have no idea anything about Sweden. So okay, let's start. And as I said, I will just copy this stuff that I was advised to copy. And let's go to here. And as I understood, it's just kind of hard to read the input in Rust, so we're just taking the std in and then taking all the lines, everything in the input file, and then we'll break it into lines. And then we tokenize it. And I guess then we're just using a function somewhere next that takes the next token from this list, from this queue or deck, I guess. And then we take them and we're going to transform it into the type we're interested in. And as I said, like, yes, it's hard to read something in Rust. And I think it's one of the first problems that stand against people who are trying to use it. But let's just copy it and not care about it for now. So let's check that it actually works. So let's say that n is equal to, how to use it again? So it's like input.next. Okay, input.next. And the input is a new scanner. Input.next. And then we print, I don't know how to print numbers, but let's try this. Okay, hope it works. And we have input file, and we'll put 7 there. Let's try. Right, argument must be a string. Okay, you can only print strings. So I guess it works like that. I'm not sure. Input has type scanner. Expected function, found scanner. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, input dot next, I guess, yeah. And we need a type because this input next, it takes the type of the variable that we have. So I guess we need to take it. Let's Google basic types Rust. U32, but I guess we need I32. Yeah, I32. Let's try again. Yes, and now it works. It outputs 7. I'm not sure whether you're able to see it because I need to crop my screen a little bit, but it indeed outputs 7. So now we're ready to solve problems, I think. Okay. Ownership and borrows of references are tricky in Rust. There's a lot of places which require explicit copies, moves, languages. Can be first to learn. I know JavaScript though. Yeah, I don't think that you should learn Rust the first. I think that you should go with some more safe options like Python or Kotlin or C++, but this is also a tricky one. I think that Rust is even worse in that regard. But still C++ seems way better. Yeah, I guess. We will see. We will see. And also, like, something will change over time, right? So 5 years ago, nobody knew about Rust. And so 5 years ago, everybody was using explicitly C++, I would say. If we're not talking about like Python, which is slow, but maybe something will change while languages evolve and people change their opinions. So I have no idea. Anyway, let's go to Codeforces finally and start a virtual contest. So there's like a div2 contest that was a couple of days ago, actually 11 days ago. Not that many contests lately. Wow. But there's also this contest, which we can't solve on stream, obviously, because it's a real contest, not virtual. But it means that in 3 hours we will have troubles with submitting. So I hope we will be able to do it in 3 hours. Let's start a virtual participation. So what time is it? 20. Let's say 21 as individual participant. Awesome. Awesome. Great. And yeah. Let me close this stuff, this stuff. This may be useful because there are some more advice here. I didn't listen to this advice at the end because, yes, I thought that it's reasonable, but at the end somebody gave us some normal scanners. So I saw some other code. So for example, this, and this is like crazy. So it's like 200 lines of stuff, 300 lines of stuff that's used for scanning. And I think it's like useful for them, but as you're just starting, that's just crazy stuff. But this seems reasonable. Like, yes, you won't be able to just write it down easily without knowing anything, but you can copy it and it's a small portion of code. So we're starting here. Let's open the problems. Yeah, if you would like to solve this contest, so then I guess it's not a good idea to watch the stream because I will spoil a lot of the stuff. And I think it's the first time I see that a problem has two variants, the easy one and the hard one. The difference between the versions is that the string can be longer than in the easy version. Okay. Okay. Binary balanced apple trees recently decided to get himself 3 capybaras. Okay, so we have strings. Okay. Why is it so complicated? It's like an A problem with div 2. Either string B is lexicographically not smaller than the strings A and C at the same time, so it's the biggest one, or it is the smallest one. Okay. Yeah. So it's like a saw pattern. Thus, A at most B means that the strings must either be equal or the string earlier. Okay. Cannot recover. Right. So we need to separate them into parts. Great. I think it's the hardest div to A problem I've ever seen. And also yeah, okay, now it works. A. And what do we have? S is at most 100, and in the other case is at most 10 to the 5. And the number of tests is bigger. Is it true that Rust is C++ with the bigger debugger ever, the best debugger ever? I think that I encourage you to ask questions, but not about Rust, because in the same way as you, I have no idea about it. So I guess maybe somebody in the chat can answer. Better static analyzer. Okay, I see. Anyway, so we have a string. We would like to separate it into 3 parts so that this is bigger than these two, or the other way around. Right. So what comes to my mind is, for example, if there is the smallest character in the string A, then we can just separate it like this. And then these 2 parts will be not bigger than that. So the only situation Where it doesn't work would be if the smallest character is here and it doesn't appear anywhere else. And in this situation, I guess this string will be always smaller. So we need to find the largest. And then we can find the largest character, I guess. But then it may appear here too. Yeah, that's very hard problem. Maybe I'm just... okay. So we need to... find a character that is bigger than the next character and is bigger than the first character in the string. Still has rusted, indeed. So if there is two elements such that the first one is bigger than the second one, then it's possible. Otherwise, all characters are just increasing. And I guess in this situation, it's probably impossible. Yeah, I think so. So if this one is at most this one, then it works. Otherwise, if characters are just increasing or decreasing, then it's impossible, right? Let's try it out. But first, we need to understand how to do it in Rust. So we need to take tests. We input tests. And I'm not sure whether you're supposed to do it like this, or we're scanning it, right? We're not outputting it. Oh, the string consists only of A's and B's. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, indeed. Then it's a bit different, I guess, right? So if the first character is A, and then if there is also A somewhere in the middle, then great. So if there is A in the middle, then we can just take it. Or otherwise, all of these are B's in the middle. And these are something. But I guess then we can take just the middle part. Right, I hope so. Great. Anyway, so 4. Okay, I have no idea how to write 4. We have 4 here, but I need 4 in terms of numbers. 4 cycle, 4 whoop rest. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. That's better than C++, definitely. For E in 0 up to tests, I guess. It's not included, as I understood from here. So what do? We need to read a string. And what is the string type? What is the string type? I have no idea. String type Rust. str. Okay, let's believe that it's str. So str equals input next. And now, as I said, if there's an A in the middle, we just cut it. Otherwise, we take everything in the middle. And also there may be corner cases like, oh, okay, S is at least 3, so it should work. Right, now we need to go through the string. So is there like enumerate, like in Python? Enumerate Rust. Oh yeah, there is. There is. But I don't know. Example. Enumerate. Awesome. So we just write a range or something and then we enumerate it. So for I and character in s.enumerate. It's string. Okay, but what is the difference between string versus str Rust? Sequence. Dynamic heap string type, like vector. Okay, immutable sequence. Compiler will tell me about that. Awesome, but let's change it. If you know about that, I guess it's string in s.enumerate. So we have characters, and if this character, I have no idea what is a character in Rust, but let's hope it works. If it's equal to a, then let found a let found a equal true. I hope Boolean types work like that. If character is a and I isn't equal to 0 and I isn't equal to string length Rust. I haven't learned a new language in a while, so it's interesting to remember how hard it is actually to not know anything. slen -1, then found a is equal to false, found a is equal to true, and we need to print something. Also, print ln. Is there the same problem as with C++ where endo flashes? We'll see. It's not something we should care about right now, I guess. So we need to output like the ith character, everything before, and everything after. And as I know, there should be like a slice thing in Rust. So this should help. I think this should help. What is that? Oh, here it goes. Right. So we need to print ln 3 things. I guess it's not Python, so they should be doubled. And we output it like s0 ... Then we output si, and then we output si+1 ... I'm not sure what is the code style in this situation. We have these dots, but let's make it like this. And until slen -1, or maybe you don't need to put it on the end if it's until the end of the string. I'm not sure. So yeah, I hope it works. And otherwise, if we don't find anything, then we just, if not found a, then we just print ln. Is it always possible though? Well, I guess it is, right? So we output also 3 strings, which are s0, then we don't need -1 here because it's exclusive to right bound, I guess. S1 to slen -1 and is there back? Take last element of string Rust. Last. I guess there is last. Or if there isn't, then I hope there is. Cool. So this is something. It will definitely not compile, but let's see what's the problem. I don't really want to read the chat because he will just spoil me everything. I want to understand what are my problems by myself. So string is not an iterator. Try calling .chars. Yeah, I think it's just too complicated to take last. So let's just say slen -1. string cannot be indexed by usize. Oh, I get it. Yeah, so we're... Okay, and what we're supposed to do here? Yeah, compiler-driven development, exactly. So whatever, write in the chat. So why not letting the compiler guess the type? Where? Here we cannot do that because input next, it's a function that like should know the type that it should receive. Like depending on the type I want, it will transform the value into this type. Should be let mut. Oh, okay, indeed. So the let is immutable by default, and as we all C++ enjoyers know, like for us, it's like if you don't put constant, it's not constant, but here's the opposite thing, right? Identify the Boolean type of... Yeah, I think we don't need to type that is, we don't need to write down that it's Boolean here. I think it should figure it out. I'm not sure though. Right, don't need closing index if going to the end of the slice. Okay, awesome. That's nice to know. Let's delete that. And here, what are the cons of using Rust in CP? We don't know yet. We're trying to understand that. Anyway, so what's our problem? We cannot use usize as a string index. What does it even mean? I have no idea. Taking the last character of a string Rust. Yeah, maybe that answer was actually correct. Type struct. Oh, this is exactly the problem I had. Okay. How you get the last character? Chars last unwrap. That's too much of work. Is there a simpler way? Wow, that's badass. So are you not supposed to use... Okay, let's write it like that. Chars dot last dot unwrap. Whoops. Maybe it will work. I'm not sure whether this will work though, so we should see. S0. What does that mean? Why can't I index my string? What? Or UTF, and indexing wouldn't be slow. What? So should I write like this? This is crazy. Right, we need ampersand here. Right, so you're not supposed to do that. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't understand exactly. We will need to go into details about that, but... Alright, it's not an iterator. Try calling chars. Wow. So string is a very bad thing, I guess. If you can't just use it. Ah, wow. So that's weird. Can you make a cycle without a variable though? Cycle without a variable. Rust. I guess no. So are you supposed to do it maybe like this, right? Probably. So what do we get? What did we get? It finally works, and I'm pretty shocked that it took like 20 minutes max to do that. So we'll have BBBA. We have ABA, which is reasonable again. AAA, ABBA, and ABBB. Sounds like it should work, right? So, what did you write me? You can consider using ChatGPT for help with Rust. That's an awesome idea, but I haven't. I used ChatGPT like once when it just came out. I didn't try to do it again. And as some of my friends said, it's down right now, and I'm not sure whether it came up or not. Maybe it's better to use something like C-string. That sounds bad. Like, is it a string from C? If it is, then I don't want to go. I don't want to be writing C code in Rust. Store the len in i32. So you're only supposed to take indices in a string via i32. That's interesting. And to get a character, so if in C++ I can just take a character and output it, here I need to take a slice of size 1. That is interesting. Convert to array. Oh, so this is what it is. Ah, I see. So string is just a complicated class, and if I want to do stuff like this or this, I need to convert it into chars, and then it will be something like a string in C++, I guess. Single character doesn't need to borrow, but slices need... Yeah, indeed. We need to borrow slices, I guess, yeah. Characters in the string are 1 byte, so... Right. That it doesn't allow using indexing. Golang kinda does the same thing. Actually, with Golang, I have a little bit more experience. So in my bachelor's, we had a project that we had to write in Golang, but I didn't go into. I don't really think that in like real projects I used slices, yes, I guess, but not in this way. So is it better to use arrays of characters than strings? Yeah, and as I was told, char in Rust is a different thing from char in C++. So char in C++ is the ASCII characters, so there are 256 of them. But the char in Rust, I think it's like the same as i32, so it's like UTF-8 characters. I'm not sure. So yeah. Are you interested in AI stuff? No, I don't like AI at all. C++ is better than Rust. Okay. Yeah, it seems like Rust is working with Java, which is a very worse choice. Okay. Anyway, let's submit it. Let's submit it and see what's gonna happen. Oh, yeah, I need to change. I don't remember what was the last time I changed language in Codeforces. All right, wrong answer test 2. Awesome, our solution is incorrect. But at least this passes the first test. This is already great. But maybe my solution just isn't correct. So if there is an A, then it's good enough. I isn't 0, I isn't slen minus 1. It's not necessary for found A if the second word is A. Just print it. Otherwise, print. I didn't really understand. Ah, I see what you're talking about. But yeah, maybe. But I think my solution also should work. So let me check it. So 0, 1. I take the middle part. What's wrong with that? Huh. So I'm trying to understand whether my solution is incorrect or I did something wrong with Rust. But I guess let's try the approach that somebody suggested. And there we can actually use the slices to our advantage, what we wouldn't be able to do in C++, I guess. So if S1, or can we do that? Can we take S1? I guess we can. So it's chars 1 is equal to A. Then we print something, otherwise we print something else. So in this case, if this is A, then we do something different. In this case, we do 0, 1, 1, 2, and then S2 till the end of the string. What? How to take ith character in string Rust? I still don't understand how it works. Nth. What? Okay. This is very weird. This is very weird. Expansion enum option found char. Wow. Yeah, I'm starting to agree that that's, yeah, I guess if you practice a little bit, it'll be much easier. But indeed, there is a lot of stuff you need to go through to make it work. Yeah. But at the end, the code is kind of nice, right? We don't have any cycles. We don't have any... Well, in C++, you also kind of can do that, but not that nicely, I guess. Right. Will this work? Yes, it works. What was wrong with my first solution? I have no idea, but we solved the problem. Let's also submit it into the second one. Great, great. So it's not necessarily, yeah, at least you get some memory safety along with the... But I mean, like, memory safety is not that important. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's kinda. But if we're talking about if we're talking about CP, I'm not sure whether it's that important, but we'll see. The code looks right. Chars iterator. Collect it into vector. What? Chars nth. Yes, indeed we did this. Get two puppies that specified enumerate. A bit impressed by Rust except the input template. It doesn't use braces that much. Well, I mean, pretty much no modern languages use braces. It's just the crazy stuff. Like, I think that Golang also doesn't use braces, and Kotlin doesn't use braces. So it's just stuff from the past. Just because even Python, which is like kind of old language, it still doesn't use brackets where it doesn't you need to. So it's just a C++ thing and old languages. Your message, which one? I'm not sure. Just write it again. I'm missing a break in my previous solution. Oh, yes, I was. Oh, yes, I was. Indeed, you're correct. So it was not Rust's fault. It was just an embedded programmer fault. So let's go backwards, actually. Right? And whoa, what's going on? And let's break here. And let's try to submit it again. Yeah, I hope it should work. A2. Great. Okay, yeah, you were correct. I was missing the break. I'm new to CP, but I have not seen any concern so far which would benefit from memory safety. I don't know. Like, Yeah, I don't know. All modern languages use braces. Which braces do you mean? I think that people in the chat were referring to these braces inside the for. If we're talking about the curly brackets, then yes, everybody uses them. But I mean, like C++ has too many brackets. Because it doesn't allow you to share references, concurrency. Okay, but I mean, like, here we're not talking about, we're definitely not talking about which language is better just in general. We're talking about competitive programming, and concurrency is not something we need in competitive programming. So anyway, we solved the first problem. I will be happy if somebody will congratulate me with that by submitting some donations. Let's go to the next one. So we've solved the first problem. Oh, are there pictures in every problem? I actually very like that, because there was a period, I would say like 2019 or something, when there were a lot of contests with pictures, and that's actually very nice. I would say that I very like pictures, but I don't really like the problem legends, because when a problem, so sometimes legends benefit problems, but in most of the situations it just complicates the problem statement, and I'm more fond of problem statements on websites like Edcoder and this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure. So we have an array of integers, and want to check if there are two different subsequences such that f of a is equal to f of b for bitwise OR of all numbers in the sequence. Deleting several, possibly none, or all elements. Two subsequences are considered different. Okay, yeah, that's to 1 if number. What? Oh, these are not numbers. These are, oh my god, no. The highest of the test case begins with an integer ki, the number of set bits. What? Okay, I was hoping that it would be an actual number and then it would be an easy problem, but then it's not that easy. So what were you writing? It forces you to use mutex. Also, it has nice chaining charts. The last unwrap makes this easy. Ah, alright. Yeah, okay. System design. I have no idea. I have no idea about anything about systems design. So yeah, the donations go like this website. It's just going directly to the organization. So I'm not a middleman here. If you're interested, show us the statement. Do you not see the statement? Wait, what? What is going on with the stream? Why don't you see the statement? That's very weird. Yeah, I now see that I have text editor on the screen, but why? Because I think it just frozen because I'm moving and it doesn't work. That is very interesting. Let me try to maybe go to a different screen and then come back. Yeah, you see, here it works. Here it works. It shows the statement, but here it doesn't. That is fascinating. Let me just delete it and add again. It's the first time I see such a problem. No, actually I don't want to delete it. I want to display capture. Great. Okay. Now it works. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird. Awesome. So now we have the statement, and we have the bitwise OR of all numbers, but the numbers are given in this kind of form where they can have arbitrary large digits. And we need to find a segment where the bitwise OR of numbers, two segments actually, right? Where the bitwise OR is equal. Okay, so in this context, it's like every position contains a set of bits, and we need to find two segments where the union of the number of bits there is the same. Let's see. So also something I was thinking about is that actually what we're interested in is two segments of this form. So like just a segment and one more number, because otherwise if like there are two segments, they have the same OR, then this segment has OR A, and this segment also has OR, not A, but A plus this stuff here. So actually we're only interested in two segments that have difference in one character, and also we can put it to the start of the string. So we're honestly only interested in prefixes, in consecutive prefixes, and we want to find two consecutive prefixes that are the same. I hope so. I may be wrong though, but no, I think it's correct. So how will we do that in Rust? Right, so let's copy our code, go to the B problem, and delete all this stuff. Right, so we have number n, and we have case, and we're asked yes or no. Okay, this should work. Is there a number of tests again? Okay, there is a number of tests. Right, so let's just go back to what we had here. We have n I32 is equal to input next. Oh, it kind of feels a little bit as Python, so I'm forgetting to put the semicolons at the end. Right. We're going. Okay, what I would enjoy is an std set from C++, but I don't want to Google it, so we'll just use a normal array. But how to do a normal array, I honestly have no idea. Array, Rust. That's reasonable stuff. Okay, let mut array of type I32, or even let's call it Boolean. Is there a Boolean type, or is it called Boolean? Would be I guess it should be like this. Boolean, and size. What is the size? It's 2. Oh, but I can't do that because we have a lot of tests. That's unfortunate. Yeah, okay, let's make it. Yeah, I would appreciate if we had std set. So containers, Rust. I guess it should work like that. So we have a vector map. It's a hash map, but we don't really care whether it's hash or not. Set, hash set, okay. Yeah. Use std collections hash set. Right, like this. Okay. And then I can create a hash set. Ooh. Right. How to use hash set Rust. Hash set new. Okay. Let's do this. And this is bits. Right. And then no, let found be equal to false. And then we go through all in 0 to n. We read all the bits. So we take, yes, k is equal, k r32 is equal to input next. Right, and then I want to edit bits is equal to false. Then I go through again in 0 to the k. And then I want to read a bit. I32 is equal to input next. And then if bi is in this set, how can we check that? Contains. If bits contains of this bit. If it doesn't contain, then we add it. So bits insert bi. And also I'm kind of curious, how does it understand what is the type of the hash set? That is very interesting. What? How is it? Can it? Oh, do you want to say that it can derive it from next strings? That is very interesting, because I would think that you need to do it like this. Huh. Wow, that is cool. That is awesome. Okay. That is awesome. So we insert it, and then we say that we added some bits. And also, this should be mutable. This should be mutable. And if not added bits, then it means that adding this didn't change anything. So, and also k is at least 1, which is nice. In this situation, we say that found is equal to true. And if found print ln. Honestly, I have no idea why we have the exclamation mark here. I guess it's not a function, but some macros or something. But I have no idea yet. So we output yes. And otherwise, we output no. Great, I hope this works, right? Let's copy the tests. Expected reference, found I32. That is interesting stuff. Okay, let me understand why. Yeah, it kind of shows me how to fix it. I'm just trying to understand why. I'm trying to understand why do I need a reference. So do you want to say that, like, most of the time you want to pass everything as a reference and you don't need to copy? You're not supposed to copy stuff, I guess. Okay, no, yes, 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 no. This is correct. Let's submit it. Let's submit it. It was much easier than the first. Okay, now it doesn't work again. Why doesn't it work? I have no idea. TN bits. Hash set new found. Okay. Is my solution incorrect? Huh. I wouldn't think so. Right? Yeah, it should be correct. Wait. Subsequences. Oh my god. I think it's not the best day for me to solve problems because it says subsequences, not subsegments. Yes. In this situation, we're just interested whether... So is there a number which doesn't have any unique bits? Right. So is there a number that doesn't have any unique bits? And if that's the case, then we take the whole and we take just one number. Okay, wow, that's... So was it always subsequences and nobody told me that? Or somebody told me that I didn't see that? Right, set of indices. Okay. So I need to check whether there exists a unique element. Right. Unique. Oh, so we need to go the other way around too? Or how to... Yeah, I would like to read it again. So let's learn how to create vectors. How to create vectors. Oh my god, this is very complicated. Right, you create a vector like this. Vec I32. Right. Right. So we create all bits. Let's mute all bits of type vector of vectors of I32s, I guess. And here we create let mute car bits be a vector of I32s. And then car bits insert, or how does it work? Push of this BI. And then all bits push car bits, I guess. Yeah. And then we just need to go through this in the other direction. So we go I in decreasing, cycle, rust. Yeah, decreasing loop. Do you really need to do it like this? Can't you just write 100 to 0? Really? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. In 0 dot dot n dot reversed. Okay. And we do the same stuff, basically. For false, we need bits clear. I hope there is a function clear. We'll see. We go in the other direction, and 4 in 0. No, we can actually say element bit bi in all bits ith, right? Yeah, I guess you're not supposed to cycle like this. Yeah, let's do it in the right way, the Rust way. So probably car bits in bits. I'm not sure, but maybe you need an ampersand here, right? It should be shouldn't be a copy. Bi in car bits, and if not bits contains bi, then bits insert bi and added bits is equal to true. And if not added bits, found is equal to true. Right. Okay, you're not supposed to put... No, wait, what? Car bits in... No, not in bits. Wait. No. In... No, wait. In all bits. Yeah, my naming is not the best one. This is the iterator. Ah, right. Right. What? Okay. Is equal to vec like this, right? This is what you want. Why can't I just create an empty thing? What the hell? Empty vector of vectors, Rust. No, this is not what I want. Again. Oh, it doesn't work again. Wow. Right. Okay, let me try to fix it again. This is very weird. I have no idea why. But yeah, now it should work. Any other questions in the chat? Wow. Yeah, Rust compiler is very helpful indeed. It's much better than C++. Yes, it's macro. Okay. Oh my god, there were so many. There are so many. Array sizes must be known, and yeah, array sizes must be known. Yep, blah, blah, blah. Here, register type code, it's just Vim. Map struct, yeah, I see. Just using an LSP with Rust. I don't know what that is, but the error shows. I can just use this, right? But I'm kind of don't like that these are the same, but I think it's not a problem, right? So I guess it should be all right. To borrow BI as and BI, because by default, Rust moves value out of variables passed to other functions. Ownership transfer. When you pass and BI, you can keep using the BI variable within the calling function. See something? Yeah, that's very weird. Like, now it works, but it wasn't. Whiteboard, it's okay. Right, okay, yeah, I guess. So is it like, yeah, I think there are some languages where the underscore is not really a variable, right? So is Rust in that way? I guess so. But what is the problem? I don't understand. How can I create a vector of vectors? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do to create a vector of vectors? Please, somebody help me. Oh, did I? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just stupid. Right, I'm just stupid. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, no, yes, no. Now it works. Awesome. Or vec new. That's a better thing, I guess. Oh, it's macroses. I see. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, let's just submit this stuff. What is this problem? Is it the B? Yeah, it's B. Okay, let's hope it works. Anyway, yeah, somebody even decided to make a phone call to let me know that my stream was frozen. Right, but it still doesn't work. So I think talking to chat just decreases my ability to solve problems. So what's wrong? Let's think about it. Okay, I see what's the problem. Right. Yeah, okay, I'm just incorrect. Let's use the hash map. Somebody was talking about like using a whiteboard. This stream is not really about like me explaining the problems. It's about Rust. So I'm just solving problems on my own. And as you can understand, solving problems and hash map Rust. Solving problems and talking to the chat is too complicated for me. So I'm just very bad at the moment in solving these problems. So we should hash map new. Okay, awesome. Hash map new. And then we say insert something. But how can I change something? Modify an entry before an insert with in place. Update value in hash map Rust. Okay, anyway, we have a hash map. What do we do with it? If it doesn't contain, then I would like to insert a pair of this and 1. And otherwise, and I don't need this, I don't need all this stuff. Right. What the hell? This is very complicated. Is it the way you're supposed to do it? Bits. Get mutable of BI, unwrap, and add 1. Yeah, indeed, like these situations in C++ are not very safe, but they help. Yeah, like in C++ we have the default value inside a map, and here we don't. If it's possible, that would be cool. So we have like 0 by default, and then I can just change these values. This is very nice. But we had a donation. Let me check the donation. So there is an anonymous donation. I think you saw it on the stream. I hope you heard the sound. I was trying to set it up, but either only I was hearing the sound or it could be heard on the stream. So I hope you heard it because I didn't. So what did you write? Loving the stream. Thanks for putting up with learning all of Rust quirks and for organizing this fundraiser too. Yeah, I mean, like, I think you're kind of supposed to learn new languages, and I haven't learned any new languages in a long time, so I think it's a reasonable thing to do. Anyway, some comments in the chat. So, yeah, macro. Obviously, I'm choosing the chatting because it's a stream. It's not I'm not solving a contest properly. You're doing better managing problem chat and Rust than I do. We heard the sound. Awesome. Small tip: you can use vector with capacity. Yes, but yeah, I guess. But here I didn't need that. But I saw it on the internet while I was googling right now. Yes, indeed. I can manipulate a map with a default value in Rust and use it when it's more convenient. Isn't Rust too complex for simple? Maybe. We should see. But I hope that this works. This is a very weird thing to write, but I hope it works. And now, so now we go through it again and let mute found equal false. And let has unique bit, and if it doesn't has unique bit, I say that found is equal to true. And if bits get mut of bi dot unwrap, I'm not sure what unwrap means, honestly, but I hope that it gives me the value is bigger than is equal to 1. So if this bit is only contained inside this number, then I say that it has unique bit is equal to true. Okay, the questions. Not found, because I have hash set, not hash map. Oh my god, what's going on? Expected end. All right, yeah, makes sense. No methods. There is a simple contains key. Okay, no worries. Yeah, this is very helpful actually. Mutable integer and integer. Do I need to delete the unwrap? I have no idea what unwrap means. Oh, right. Okay, then it's option 1. Sum. Oh, sum. Yeah. Sorry. Sum 1. mutably borrowing. Okay, this is too complicated. I'm definitely doing something wrong. Healthy CP practices. What do you mean by that? I don't know. Custom traits, which adds add method. Lead code in places that don't require scanning from SDN regression. Yeah, definitely on lead code it should be better. Okay, unwrap gets it out of an option. Let mute A equals B. I guess it just takes the type of B, yeah. F same type as B. Dereference, okay. It's not how when I can't compare to integers. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think that what I need is we need to unwrap, but we need to take the star. Okay, yeah, now it should work. Let's submit it the third time. I hope I did everything correct this time. Yeah. Okay, this looks much better. But why does it take so long? Is the hash map that... yeah, it's at most 10 to the 5. Shouldn't be that bad. Huh. 800 milliseconds. That's interesting. It's not healthy. Right. Unwrap. Yeah. Oops. Awesome. Let's go further. I have the third question, the third problem, and it's again about the bitwise operations. So his friend, who liked to solve exciting math problems, one day came up. I think this is insulting us because we're not using C++ and we're enemies of C++ at the moment. The number n and x, and wrote the following inequality. So and from n to m. Right, then he suggested to find minimal m that has quality holds. Couldn't solve this problem in his head and decided to ask, okay, yeah, seems reasonable. Right. The end of all numbers starting from n is equal to x. Woof. All right. So we have the number n, and we have the number x. Definitely x should be not longer than n, because otherwise it's impossible. And then there are some bits. So if x contains something that n doesn't, so if n and x isn't equal to x, then the answer is no. Yeah. Otherwise, we either have the same bit, and then we should preserve it, or it is 1 here and 0 here. So we should wait until this all zeroes out. Right? So it should be the case that if there is a preserving bit, if there is a bit that we need to change, then all the bits in x to the right of it are zeros. So we need to find the last, from the left, from the right, the last bit that's changed. And then we should take m to be equal to this number, and then if here is 0, 1 here, 0, etc. And this should work. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. All right, let's try this out. So problem C, we have a bunch of tests again. We have number n, which is I64. Also, I think I just quickly scanned some stuff before, and I noticed that Rust has I128 inside the standard. Like the C++, we have only the this thing, int 128, which is not nice, and it's not supported everywhere, but Rust has I128 everywhere, which is nice. So we have number n, and we have number x, and now we should do something with them. Questions in the chat? Yeah, hashing algorithm. Yes, but indeed, like in the C++, hash maps also don't work that fast. So the first thing that came up was the hash map. I hope that there are actual maps in Rust, because especially sets, std set, is one of the most important things that C++ have for competitive programming. And if Rust doesn't have that, then that is the problem. But I hope it does. Right. Compared to integers, but those are not integers. Okay. I think we need to create a separate language specifically for competitive programming. I think it's not a good idea because, yes, I think there was a discussion about it on Codeforces or somewhere else, and people understood that it's not the best idea. Wow. Okay, somebody wrote in the chat that the B tree map, which is, I guess, a binary search tree, so it's like a SD set, but it's 2-3 times faster than set in C++. If that is true, then that is incredible. Yeah, that's unbelievably overpowered indeed. Underscore is a thing that like just eats a variable, so we don't need that variable, so it just goes into a void. Okay, I need to charge my computer. So we have n and x. Let me remember what we need to do with that information. So we had a solution. We were searching for the first bit that changes, that is different. So first we need to check that if and x isn't equal to x, then we print ln no. Oh, is it? Oh, it's -1. Okay, -1. Otherwise, we need to take y to be equal to and x. No. We need to be equal to XOR x. So these are all bits where they differ. And because n and x is equal to x, then all these differences are actually of this type. And now we need to find the largest bit inside this number, which is like, let's mute z to be equal to 1, while z is at most y, z multiplied by 2. So now this all these bits, and now we say z minus minus. We have all these bits in this number, and now we want what do we want? We want to zero out all these bits and add that bit. Okay, so let m to be equal to n or z. How to zero out bits? Wait. Yeah, I guess we need to let m to be equal to the first number that is divisible by z. So it's like n divided by z multiplied by z plus z minus 1. I'm not sure that this thing will work in Rust, but let's see. And if m is at least n, and m and n is equal to x, then we print on m. Otherwise, we print on -1 again. We don't use hash maps anymore, indeed. -1, -1, 2, -1, -1. So it's incorrect. Let's see. Should n and x be unsigned here, or is it okay? I think it doesn't really matter. Shouldn't matter, but you can make them. So what is the problem? 10 and 8. So what is the number 10? So 8 is this, and 10, no, 8 is 0, 2, 4, 8 is this, and 8 is this. So this is 10, this is 8. So this is the first bit that differs. Oh, but actually, yeah, I see what you're talking about, but wait. So this is the first bit, and then the number z will be 100. I'm trying to find next number that is... what is wrong then? What is wrong? Let's see. Print on z. Print on m. Yep. So 2, 4, -1. Why is it 4 though? No, why is it 2? Then what is y? Y is 1. Why is y 1? Because I didn't enter the tests. I was testing on the test from the previous problem. Right, 12, 10, -1, 24, and a big number. Okay, it was correct. Wow. 12, 10, -1, 24, and a big number. Yeah, I think it should be alright. Let's try to submit it. Another issue is that... Okay, awesome. This was the easiest problem. Golang. Okay, maybe. If they will implement something, as you said, built-in, then maybe better. Right. Okay, the third problem is done. Now we go to the fourth one, which I actually have opened. Yeah. So... Right. Let me check that everything is okay. Great. Mars is home to an unusual species of spiders, binary spiders. Right now, Martian scientists are observing a colony of ant spiders that either which is AI lags with each other, namely the ith and jth spiders are friends. GCD is equal to 1. Okay. Okay. I think there was a problem with this. Like, definitely this kind of problems where edges are if numbers and is not equal to 0, but I think GCD there was also a problem, but I'm not sure about that. It kind of feels like an out problem. I'm not sure. So are we interested in understanding whether there's a path from S to T? Okay. Okay, I see. I learned many people that learn C++ just for CP and don't use it work. Yeah, maybe true, but honestly, my experience, like I had a very little experience in industry, but both times I saw that C++ is actually still extensively used and people transition, but not that fast. Yeah, B submission is slow because of hash maps. Yeah. Iterate over empty buckets. I'm not sure what you mean, but if you want to write for over empty set, then it will work. Yeah. Okay. So, want to check whether there exists a path, and right, GCD is equal to, so they have a common divisor. Every two vertices in a path have common divisor. So it's like, you know, there are prime numbers and we have a bunch of nodes that are connected via this prime number. And then we're interested whether, you can think about it as a hyper edge, and we're interested whether we can transition like this. So actually, yeah, you can think about this problem in a different way, right? You can have a graph of all prime numbers, and then two prime numbers are connected if there is a number of this form that has both of them. Yeah, that's a good idea to look at the Rust submissions for these problems, but let's do it later. And they are connected if there is a number of this form, and we're interested whether there is a path from prime numbers of this number to prime numbers of this number. And are we interested in the shortest path? Yeah, the minimum number. Okay, I see. We should just create a bipartite graph, I guess, with all the numbers and all prime numbers. And now we want to find the shortest path. And then we should just divide it by 2, I guess. Should work. Cool. So let's do it. I hope we can do that. DRS. Right. There are no tests. Awesome. We only have n. And then we have AIs, which we would like to make vectors. So AIs are an array, I guess, should be okay. To be equal to of type i32 and n equals 0 n. Is this how you create an array? Fixed size Rust 0 3. Yeah, okay, this is how you do it. And then n ri is equal to, or can we do it better? Can we do it like read them like r lm in r, and then lm is equal to input next? Can we write it like that? Oh, you can't create an array with not a constant size. That's sad. That's sad. Okay. Vector of fixed size Rust. So array is a vector of zeros of size. Okay. Vector of zeros in size? What's wrong? I32? This is what you want? Or expected? Oh, again, I wrote it in a wrong way. Yeah. uSize. Well, let's just make it uSize and not care about that. Yeah. Can we do it where I go through an array and use it as, or will it work like that? I think not, or will it? N R0, and let's say that it's array 5 3 3 2 2 1. Immutable lm consider making this binding mutable. What is that? What does that mean? Oh, so this you want to do. It's not implemented for I32. I32. What? What is going on? Z, so somebody's asking about Z this versus Z multiplied by 2. I don't know, I use both, but just this is supposed to be better because it uses the bitwise shifts, but compiler is smart enough to understand that multiplying by 2 is actually this, so it would change it, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. A small stack is painful. Should be fine on code filters though. Screen is frozen again. Why does it happen to me? Why does it happen to me? Okay, should work now. And also we got a new donation. But without any comments, just anonymous donation, 25 zloty. Thank you very much. So let's continue. And I'm trying to understand how to do this. So I want to go through a vector and let's just write it like that. Read vector values Rust. Will it help or not? Or maybe oh, I think this, no? Adam is so the data is referred to cannot be written. Why? Why can't it be written? Why can't it be written? Anyway, let's just do a normal cycle in 0 and array I is equal to input next. This safe option, it should work. Either mute instead of... Okay, let's go backwards and make it either mute. Okay, I think it makes sense, right? Because it's just an iterator, it's not supposed to be changing. It's not implemented for mutable. Wow, it's not implemented. Oh, okay. Okay, now it works. Yeah, this should be okay. This is good. This is good. Awesome. We figured out how to read a vector. And now we need to create a bipartite graph and run BFS on it. Wow. So we would like to have a vector of vectors. Oh, also we need to read that S to be equal to input next. I32. T -1, -1. Will it work like that though? Will it understand what I know it? Yeah, it won't. It won't. How can I write the I32 here? Will it work in this way or maybe like this? No? No, okay. Let's go backwards. This way. Unused variable. Unused variable is okay. Yeah, this should be okay. Oh, okay. This should be right. Anyway, so we have S and T. Functional style. I'm not sure what you mean, but okay. Anyway, so we need to create a vector G of type. Let's just copy it from a previous or no, we didn't have it there. Vector of vectors of I32. To be equal to vector, right? And then we need but first we need to have a orthogonal sieve, or how is it called? I'm not sure. Whatever. So let mutable sieve. Yeah, I don't remember how to call it. Sieve to be equal to array. How to create an array? I forgot. It should be like 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and n. No, 0 and this. Okay. And then I go through it, and for I in let n to be equal to 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 0 to n, if si is equal to 0, then I go for j in, and here I want a better cycle. So cycle, no, whoop, over, no, change different, how to create a loop that is not consecutive. But we can write it just like from 2 until n divided by e plus 1. Or, yeah, I guess. N minus e divided by... If si times j is equal to 0, si times g is equal to I. Prime number is sieve. Sieve. Okay, so it's indeed sieve. Const and what is the difference though? What is the difference between let and const? Why do you have const if you already have let that is not mutable? Const and use size. Okay, sure. Oh, step by. Awesome. Awesome. That's normal. Until n step by I. 2 multiplied by I. And then we can just use j here. Yeah, that's good. Right. So this is an array we have. We put all the prime numbers. And now we should create our graph, which will be of size create vector empty vector of size rest. Right, with capacity. With capacity. So vector with capacity of n plus big N. This is what we want. And then we just add all edges, I guess, for I in 0 to n. Let mute value be equal to ri. And then we need to divide it by all its prime divisors and create all the edges. So while value is equal to 1, we take g s val push v plus n push of I and gi push s val plus n. So we connect them to the prime divisors, and then while let car p be equal to s val. This will be a better way of doing it. Car p while s val is equal to car p, or maybe yeah, this should be okay. Val divide equal car p. Okay, should be correct now. And now we just need to create a BFS. But for BFS, we need a queue. So queue rest. Yeah, and I think that, or no, it's good enough. Good enough. Use queues. Okay. I didn't really understand where it was in, but I guess let's just write this. Will it work? I'm not sure. Anyway. Use vector instead of 0 and then. Right? Okay. We have a professional here, so let's try to do it. It will be helpful. So we need to calculate the maximum value. So we need let n be equal to, we take the array, we iter, we take the maximum value, and then we add 1. And this is optional. Array, iter, max, wrap plus 1. Should be good. And then you say that I need to use a vector, but I don't really understand why a vector is better than an array. Oh, apparently because I can't create an array of constant size, sadly. Not constant size. But yeah, okay. This should work. And now we have this, and somewhere we also had a queue, yeah. We create a queue of I32s, and then we also want to have distances to be equal to a vector of zeros of size n plus began. STD collections vecq. It should already be important. Oh, so I should not use q, I should use vecq. Okay, let's look at what it is. It's vecdec. It's a different thing. Why do I need vecdec? Vecdec usage examples. Can I have just a small example? Why is everywhere documentation? I don't want documentation. I want an example. Here it is. But why do I need to use a deck instead of a queue? But all right, I guess. I'm not sure. So this is a vecdeck. And then q push back of s. And as I understand, it will derive the type, so we don't need this. The queues create with the available. Okay, I see. So it's probably just a different thing, maybe for I don't remember how it's called, whatever. Anyway, q push back distances is equal to infinity, const infinity is equal to 1e9 while not q empty. Is there a front? Now, how to take the first element? Front, okay. And how do I delete the first element? Pop front, I guess, I hope. So let v be equal to q front, q pop front, and distance s is equal to 0. And for u in gv, if dist u is bigger than dist v plus 1, dist u is equal to dist v plus 1, and q push u. Okay, and then what we're asked, oh, we need to have predecessors array vector -1s and plus began. Previous of u is equal to v. If distance of t is equal to infinity, Then I just need to output -1. Otherwise, I need to go forward, backwards. While let sum of v. Oh, awesome. Oh yeah, indeed, that's better. While let sum v equal to cool pop front. But why sum v and not the unwrap? What is the difference? But all right, yeah, that's definitely better than what I had. Right, our code creates. Okay, so otherwise we need to create our array, and we print when the distance to t divided by 2, and then let mut path be equal to a vector. Vector I32 equals to vector, while t is equal to s, path push of t is equal to previous of t, I guess, and path push of s. Vector reverse rust. Okay, path is equal to path into iter reverse collect. What is the difference? Oh, in place. Okay, we can just path reverse. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's better. And now we just need to print it, right? Or can I just print a vector? Maybe I can print a vector. Print a vector rust. Huh. Can I do it without this? Oh, here it is. So yeah, but this thing is not. Yeah, it doesn't work because it outputs also the brackets, which I don't want. I don't want brackets. I want just a vector. But this is kind of promising. Or something else I saw. I don't remember where. Like this, yeah. So we use like a lambda function, I guess, or what it is. And we iterate it, and we fold it into a string. That's good, that's good, yeah. That we should use, definitely. Println. So path iter fold closures. Okay. I don't know. Kind of looks like a lambda function from C++, so that's what I'm calling it like that. String new, and we take a vertex, and we. Oh, okay. So we access this. And we add plus this, or the other way around. ToString. Hope it works. Collect into a string. Oh, is it possible? Collect vector into string rust. Huh. Oh, will it actually work? Oh, but these are... But I have integers. Will it work? I don't think it will work, right? It shouldn't. No. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. So, oh, I have different multiple s variables. Yeah, let's sieve. Right, sieve here. Haskell was indeed easier. I completely agree with that. Slice indices are not of type usize or ranges of usize. Q push. Okay, it's not push, it's push back. Here. Can I not use indices? What? Oh, I'm supposed to... Oh. It should be U32 or U size, right? I guess. Or what do you want me? Path. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's write 0 here. And then the path, we should also use size. Use push back U. Alright, G should also be U size thing. Stream is dead again? Really? No. Yeah, it seems like I just need to reload it once in a while. I guess it's just problems with my computer. Okay, there was a stuff into iter, map to string, collect. But will it, like, if I just collect them, there will be no spaces between them, will there? Anyway. Floating point literal. How can I just divide it? What? Oh, did you think the distance? Alright. So distance should be vector of u size or integers for that matter. And inf is also as I32. Wow, what's going on? Array. I32. As I32. Why can't I just write as 32? Into iter. Iter? Can I just go through it? Like this? Alright, yeah, sure. The value. Oh, yeah, indeed. Let's make it car v equals to t, which will be even better. Oh, what? I mean, like, I don't have a problem with that. Let's rename it, but it's a bit weird that you're restricting me in that way. Okay. 0 n m. The previous vertices here. Awesome. Hope it works. Let's try running it. No. Panicked at assertion failed step isn't equal to 0. Right, you need explicit types. Right, you want to say, yeah, I think there will not be any overflows, so let's do that. Indeed, I32 max. But our code crashes. Oh, 132, I32. Yeah, our code crashes, and what is it trying to tell me? Panicked at assertion failed step isn't equal to 0. What does it mean? And it gives me a line, 21.9. What's this? Is it trying to read something that doesn't exist, or what is it trying to tell me? Stream froze again. How many times it's gonna happen? But thank you for your patience and that you're telling me that. Anyway, if you set Rust backtrace -1, it will tell you exactly where it happens. But isn't it telling me already? How can I run it with Rust back? What does it mean? Is it a variable, or what should I? What will I do? But yeah, somebody was correct that some place is incorrect like this. Yeah, you're correct. But I'm just trying to understand what is the environment variable. How to set it? Yeah, how to set it? Like, I have no idea. Path, or how do you do it? I don't remember. Cargo run? What? I don't even have any cargo stuff. I see what you're talking about. So do you want to say I need to write, where is my Rust? So I run Rust C. Okay. Rust backtrace equals 1. Okay. No, it didn't work. Didn't work. Rust backtrace equals 1. Anyway, index out of bounds. The lang is 0, but the index is 7. On the line 59. So car p plus n while the len is 0, because capacity is not a size, or is it? What is? Not compiling. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm very, very bad at all the programming stuff, honestly. Let's try again. No, okay. We need to source it. Okay. I won't say that it's more understandable, but yeah, I think the first one is the most important one. So the len is equal to 0, but how should I set it? Capacity and size. Ah, right, I see. It's just something I googled, and it said that I should do it like that. Huh. Attempt to divide by 0. That's unfortunate. And indeed, let's say that sieve I is equal to I. Or let's just say like this. 2, 4, 3, 5. I need to also reverse the path, and then I need to add 1 to it. How to do that? And v plus 1. Will this work? No, it won't. Okay, I need to borrow it again. 5, 4, 6. Correct. Awesome. No, so let's do it like this. Source VRC -1. Great. Yeah, maybe at some point we need to understand how to multitest, but for now, oh, the number is smaller than expected, so I guess we need to output this +1. Yeah, reasonable. Let's try to submit it. Okay, great. It worked. I think it was the most educational problem in terms of learning how to use all this stuff, like the things you use all the time, like vectors, queues, etc. Okay. Questions? Either rev, I guess. Do you want to say like this instead of that? Yeah, I guess it works. Yeah, why not? But this also works, so I think, yeah, maybe yours is better. Okay, great. We have 27 minutes. We need to solve another problem. So, given a sequence, you can perform several operations. Choose some subsequence. Call all the odd positions northern and all the even southern. For example, we take this subsequence. 4 and 5 are northern, 2 and 6 are southern. I don't know. You can post links wherever you want. Yeah, indeed. And that you can do one of the following: add 1 to all the northern elements and subtract from the southern, or the opposite. Then operation ends. Note also that all operations are independent. The numbers are no longer, yeah, okay, into zeros. Okay, I see. Let's close all this stuff. And right, so we have an array, and like A1, A2, etc., AN. And we can increase some numbers, decrease some numbers. We want to create it, make it zeros. And every operation, the overall sum either changes by 1 or by 0. So at least we need the number of operations to make the sum equal to 0. But after that, we still need to do some work, right? Is it always possible, though? Oh, but we can take just one number and then decrease it, increase it. Yeah, I guess it will work. Right. Right. So... Let's check the tests. So we make 1 into 0, and then we just do it twice, right? That makes sense. And here we just make them equal, and then this number we increase it. Check different solutions. Yeah, I will do that. Just like the contest will stop in 23 minutes, and then we will like discuss all this stuff. Like we will look at other people's solutions and etc. But for now, let's just try to solve a problem. So right. So you take like a positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, and then you're trying to decrease them. Okay, so you're trying to find a sequence of numbers with different signs, and then you take the minimum of their absolute values, and then you shift them like that. And what happens after this? What happens after that? Right, we need to find a new sequence of that form. Yeah, complicated problem. Maybe I won't be able to solve it and write it down in the next 20 minutes. So, so for example, if all numbers are positive, then the number is just the sum of these numbers. We cannot do anything better. But if they have different signs, then we can do better. We can do better. And like we have positive positions, we have negative positions, and we want this form. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's stop it here, and let's go for solutions by others. So we solved 4 problems without not without problems. Implementation is easy, right? Yeah, I'm just not really, I guess, today and especially on the stream in the state of mind to solve problems. Sorry for that. So let's look at A2. We want verdict to be accepted, definitely. We want the language to be Rust, indeed. Okay, awesome. So, oh, but I'm in the middle of, it's quite easy and it ain't hard to write, especially in Rust. Okay, maybe it's too convincing. Let's try. Okay, let's try. Yeah, I can't look at the solutions because I'm in the middle of the virtual contest. So in any way, we will need to wait until the end. So let's try to solve the problem. We need this thing, but what is the optimal way of doing that? So we want to minimize the number of operations, and we have some value, like initially our thing that we need to work with is the sum of absolute values, and every operation we decrease this by the number of elements in the subsequence of Si. So we need like S1, etc., Sm, and this sum should be equal to T. And we need M to be minimized, and we do it in such a way that it's possible to take these subsequences. But how to do that? It would be easy to do in n squared, right? But in linear or almost linear time, seems a little bit more complicated. So we have this sequence. Let's say we found the longest such sequence, and then we make it smaller, and this way one number becomes 0, right? And then we either need to find either next number, we should take either next number that is positive here, or there are no more numbers of this form. So I guess we should just abandon these two numbers from our sequence and continue doing these decrementations. Okay. So let's try to make it clear. So we take first number, let's make it positive, for example. Then we take the closest number that is negative, the closest number that is positive, and go like this. And then we find the smallest absolute value among them. And if there is, on this segment, if there is a positive number, then we should change it to that and continue our process. Or if there is no positive number, then it means that these two numbers are not needed and we should delete them from the set. But how are we supposed to know what is the value of a number? So let's say we have, so every number is contained in a set for some period of time, and then maybe again, and we have this value t, current value t and t prime, and in this period it was decreased by this, and then we can change it. Sounds complicated. Sounds complicated. Somebody said no. Not sure what it means, but minimum in the set. Yeah, I don't know how to implement that. Sounds complicated. Sounds complicated. Anyway, let's drop it. Is there an option to finish a virtual participation? Does anybody know whether I can finish a contest? Why Codeforces is not working? No, you can't. Well, then what is going on? Why can't I see? Okay, now I see this. Virtual participation. Yeah, I can't see the solutions while I'm in the virtual participation. So we kind of need to wait until it ends, or we may, I guess we may log out, like go to Codeforces in anonymous way, and maybe then it will show us solutions of others. Let's see. Yes, it will. Awesome. So we can just set it to Rust, check a problem, accept it, and go check it out. So the first solution, which uses basically the same scanner as ours, and let's go to our solution and look at RS. What was the solution? So we went through all tests, and it's a different solution. Yeah, what was our solution that worked at the end? Was the one that uses this, which I guess is pretty similar to what people are doing here. But no, this is a little bit more complicated, but it's similar. Though, yeah, I was using the cycle, the loop, as in C++ to find letter A in one of my solutions, right? But I guess in Rust you have a lot of these functional type expressions and you can use them, which is kind of nice, right? So we take characters, enumerate them, and then just filter out. Yeah, and we get all the A's, which is kind of nice. Right? Another solution. What is this? Okay, this is a lot of pre-written code. I guess we should just ignore it. SI is equal to BA. So is it like a binary representation of A so that we can actually check that a character in a string is equal to... Oh, but it's str. It's not a string. Complicated stuff. Outline. Okay. Variance. What do we have here? Vector of characters to string collect. And then I have the length of this. Right. Yeah, I guess this is pretty decent, what we had. Okay, let's go to the next problem. The B. What was the B about? B was about hash maps. Yeah, this is where our solution is pretty slow. Somebody, I guess, has the same solution, or at least the same time complexity. Let's look at that. No, actually they don't have the same solution. Let's see. So they created a filter next can be replaced with find. Well, yeah, yeah, but you mean filter next can be replaced? Yes, you're correct. Okay. Yeah, filter next is a weird way to place it. So what do we have here? Multitest, and we use a different function. The commutable. Oh, what? What is this? What does it even mean? Is it an mutable array, right? Okay. Array of mutables? Yeah. Anyway, we have values, frequency, what? Okay. Oh, they used frequencies. Oh, I didn't need a hash map for... But how did I not have... Oh, they're subtracting. Okay, yeah. I wanted to do that. I thought it is a slice. Okay, I see. Yeah, makes sense. We have a vector, we place it, and then it's just a slice of that vector. Yeah, instead of using the hash map, we could just add something to an array and just subtract it. I just thought that it would be not the nicest way to place it. So other solutions are... Oh, this is very functional. This is very functional. Let's see. So we take... this is a way to read array, I guess, right? Okay. Or actually, this is a way to collect an array of arrays, right? Yeah, it's even better. This is very nice. This is very nice. Hard to read, kinda, but function is not for CP. I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like it's much harder to make a mistake and easier to read. So we create a new map, iter for each, take it, increase it. Oh, this is how you do it. Get mutable. Okay, yeah. Did we do it in the same way or... Oh, yeah, we did it in the same way, but yeah. Okay, yeah. Anyway, and then we add something and we get it. At least 2. Okay. Yeah, I think like you need a lot of time with this kind of languages or Rust to be able to write code like this. So I would definitely not be able to do that, but this looks kind of cool, So basically we have only one cycle, which is for tests, and everything else is just... Oh, you can actually write it like this. Wait. This looks kind of ugly, honestly. This thing, where you go from 0 to the end of the... What? So, I don't know. For each is just ugly. It's tending to be a... I don't know, for each is... I mean, like, you have for each in C++, kind of, and it's... Nobody really uses that, I guess. Oh, we need to use buffered output. Okay. Okay. Great. What else? This. Why Code Forces is not really working? Yeah. Okay. Probably it's before the contest somebody decided to put Code Forces down. Or it's just for me. I'm not sure. No, I don't have a job. I'm a student. And I wouldn't say that I really find time for competitive programming. Default hash map. What is that? What is the difference? Does it have the default values in it? If it does, oh yeah, it does. So that, yeah, then it's the one that we need to use. It's working fine. Maybe just for me. I honestly, like, after high school, like 5 years ago, I didn't really found time for competitive programming, just here and there. I would like to do it again on a regular basis, but we'll see. We'll see. So, okay, decrease by 1. This is very. Is it a function in this? Yeah, I think it's just a function in this code snippet. Yeah, okay, so that would be weird if it was a built-in function. Yeah, the default hash map, this is definitely better than what we used. And that is just a normal code. The entry API is awesome and should not be replaced like this. I don't really understand what you mean, but okay, don't hurt Ferry's feelings like that. Requires a lot of focus, and I have a. Okay, yeah, then like, I don't know how it feels like, so I can't give you any advice on that. So I don't think my experience is relevant to you in this situation. It's your code, but what's your nickname? I think it's different from the YouTube one. Entry API. What are you talking about? I don't really understand. What is entry API? What is entry API? What code were we looking at? I even forgot. Was it the B? Map entry API. What? Oh, default hash map. No, it's not. It's here. Okay, yeah. But isn't it like great? Ah, okay, I see. Okay, yeah. I was just confused. A value provide default insert unwrap or insert. Yeah, or insert. So Yeah, it's not very nice. It's not very nice, honestly. Unwrap or insert or. Yeah, makes sense. Or insert with. Yeah, okay. So you need a lot of pre-written code for. Yeah, I understand. So it's map, entry, or insert, and then you just +1 it, but taking. Yeah, so you kind of need a lot of pre-written code to do just normal stuff, I guess, without caring. But I think it's just a way you're used to, stuff you're used to. Like in C++, you're just used to the fact that it works in this way. This is different. I think there are some things which are here but not present in C++ at the same time. So this problem is not really interesting. I don't think there is much stuff to see. Let's look at the D problem. So in D, I always enter C++ instead of Rust. So we had like a sieve, and then we had a graph, and then we have BFS. So let's see how people did that. Right. What is going on here? Why does it look so weird? Okay, I guess here they also have a lot of pre-written code, so it's not really relevant to what we do. And also something happened with tabs. Let's look at a different solution. So what do they do? Oh, they put all possible divisors. Oh, no, not all possible. This is the same as what we did, but they just collect all the prime divisors. Okay, this is the way to scan, I guess. Yeah, okay, interesting. 0 to the n map scanner. Oh, really? Wow, that's... If you need that much pre-written code, it may be just too crazy. BAI push I. What is this? I guess it's the with inclusion. Oh yeah, I think it's better than what we used. So I used what did I use? Oh, I didn't actually use that. But sometimes I wanted to use like ... +1, but instead of that, I guess you can just write equals. Yeah, inclusive range. Okay. Either is none. PP is none. Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I had to do because I'm just too used to C++, so I just put zeros on the predecessors array, but I guess the sum is a better idea in this situation, indeed. Yeah. And then this is basically... Oh, wait, what? If, let, while, sum... Where is the... Okay, this is the same thing. Okay, the BFS is done in exactly the same way as what we did. So this is how you do it. While, let, sum, q, pop, front. Okay. Makes sense. And then somebody mentioned their nickname in the chat. I didn't catch it though. I think you don't have submission on this problem. Yeah, did you submit this contest? Yeah, maybe you're talking about a different contest. Anyway, it's still risky to invest time in Rust because who knows if there is an even better competitor to it. What do you mean by investing time? Like you're just solving contests, you're having fun. It's not a work. It's just thing to try, and then if you like it more, you can switch, or you may say, okay, it's not good enough for me yet, and maybe it will change. And at the same time, I think that somebody was talking about like a programming language that is used, that is made for competitive programming. But I think what will happen is more to the direction of AdCoder. So in AdCoder, if I'm remembering it correctly, there is like a pre-written library that you can include in your code for C++ and maybe for other languages, I'm not sure, and you can use it. And then if there is a problem with Rust of the form of you need 1,000 lines of pre-written code to solve problems, then it's not really a problem for competitive programming, because people from AdCoder and maybe Mike on Codeforces may just create a library that you can include, and then you can just use all the benefits of doing it like in C++, but at the same time using Rust. So I don't think it's like that big of a deal, right? So it's not risky. Rust is clear in the programming anyway. Well, there are many alternatives, right? So there is like Kotlin, which I think is great language, though it's like the problem is the speed, right? It doesn't, it's not that fast as C++, which may be a problem, but it has a lot of built-in cool things. And Kotlin is one of the best languages, in my opinion, for beginners. Then there is Golang, which is not used in competitive programming at all, I think, right? And what are others? And there is also a new language that was introduced by Google this last year, and like we have no idea what's going to happen with that too. But I think that Rust is right now the most working option for competitive programming, indeed, from all these new languages. Are there language restricted contests? Rust only for every competitor there? Yeah, there are definitely restrictions. Like some contests only have C++, Java, and Python. So this is a problem. Yeah, but I mean, like, people have a lot of pre-written code, but don't really use that. Like FFT, yes, you would like to copy that. Segment tree, I never copy segment tree. I'm not sure. Fanvic definitely, like, I don't think it's that much work. A lot of people begin to use Rust. A lot of stuff is rewritten in Rust. And I mean, it's just a better language. Okay, I don't know. Definitely increases my confidence. You can write 1 or 2 segment trees with macros and use them. Zero cost abstraction. Trip set. What is trip set? Or is it something extended? Trip set. Okay. Insert, remove, contains, for. This is actually a function that I'm really missing from C++. So in C++, if you want to take like a lower element, you either need to take the lower bound and then decrease the iterator, or you take upper bound and decrease the iterator, which is kind of painful. So this is kind of cool. Do you think you will become just a set that uses strip? Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't control it. I think it's just YouTube thing where you can't share. Maybe I can't do it, but I need to go into settings. Just post the link like without it being a link, so put some spaces, I guess. So cu min max split off. Wow, this is cool. This is good. Union. But what type of union is that? Does it work in linear time or intersection? It doesn't look like a great thing, so it's not a... It doesn't have the cool things that the extended sets in C++ has. The one that you need to search for, like it has the nth element, and it has like key by number and number by key, which is cool and useful, but this doesn't have it, I guess. Could I use Rust to write an AI machine learning module? It's better than Python. I have no idea. Somebody can answer that. Range function of tree set. Check it, I guess. Tree set Rust. What you see is not... But was it just extension of the standard library? Was it like the same as with C++? I'm not sure. Comparing the template in Rust to Union has well complex, I guess, trips. No, because it didn't specify that they should be... It was just merge, just union. Union with strips works in logarithmic time if all these keys are smaller than all these keys, but it was not specified there, so I'm not sure whether it's actually what we think about as union and split, but it may be. I don't know. Anyway, so we have insert, new in, range. What is range? Oh, this is kind of cool. Yeah, this is cool. I like that. Yes, I like this. This is cool. Difference. This probably works in linear time, so it's not that cool. Symmetric difference, intersection, union, contains, get, is disjoint, subset. But I guess these functions may be useful, but not really. I would like more things that you cannot write by yourself. So, for example, the nth element of the set. Append, split off. Yeah, ordered tree statistics. Yeah, ordered statistics tree in C++. Exactly what I'm talking about. Range. Yeah, range we already looked at range. Iter len is empty. Yeah, not like... It's a very good thing that definitely replaces C++ set and has something else, but it doesn't have stuff that you sometimes need. So it can't really replace order statistics tree or binary search tree by hand and this kind of stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. But indeed, that would be possible if we had a programming language for competitive programming, right? But it's not the case. I think my problem with Python is that exactly the thing that it doesn't have std set. And I guess, does it have the... Yeah, I think it should have a heap, but it's also a bit complicated. But the fact that it doesn't have a binary search tree, at least I don't know of any that you can actually use in the contests. So this is kind of a bummer. But in general, Python is a very good language, yeah, but slow and doesn't contain some stuff that I want from C++. Okay, Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for the stream. Sadly, nobody really, not a lot of people. Okay, I'm the last person in this contest from my friends. Anyway, sadly, not a lot of people followed my link in the description for donations, but that's okay. I hope you had fun. Okay, let me open something. Somebody asked me to look at something. Okay, yeah, let's check what you asked for. Sure. Death on 2 legs. Yeah, cool. Oh my god, that's too much. I don't understand what's going on. STD in, STD out. Try for each. Try for each what? So forward. Yeah, I think it's next level. I don't. I'm a beginner to understand this kind of code. Yeah, but if somebody is interested, this person also said that they are writing code for a long time in Rust. So anyway, any comments? Zero knowledge in Rust, faster than Python. Yes, Rust is definitely faster than Python. Python is very slow. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you will also try in your free time Rust for competitive programming. Maybe just as an exercise, maybe you will like it and maybe we'll switch. For example, if you're still using Python or Java, maybe at some point you would like to maybe switch to C++, and instead of that you would like to switch to Rust. Why not? It may be a good alternative. So thank you for watching and have a good afternoon, or where you're located in the world. I don't know. What is the benefit when using Rust? Why not C++? Functional, make a mistake. Yeah, I don't know about functional. Anyway, goodbye everybody. Have a good day.